And raises the ball and it's tail.
Good afternoon, viewers from BAYUEMAS Oval in Malaysia for the second match of the bilateral T20 international series between Malaysia women's team and Hong Kong China women's team. It was a brilliant toss again for Malaysia to win back to back, and they elected to bat first again in this match. I have co-commentator Amin with me. Welcome back, Amin. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Vijay. What a lovely game we have, and second winning in the toss for Malaysia women's team, and they had a fantastic game yesterday. They won the game convincingly, so dominant. Let's see how they gonna play today. I believe that Hong Kong, China would come up with some plans. Let's see.
Absolutely, Amin. Hong Kong China came back well after one point of time where they were looking like they lost the grip in the power play, but it was a good return, especially Chan, who created the momentum for China, Hong Kong China women team. It's a wonderful opportunity for them to restructure the game and get back to the force of the game.
A very good start. They started with a dot ball, and the opening partnership yesterday was wonderful. Let's see how Malaysia can bat today with the same intent.
Well, yesterday's match was started by Hong Kong China's women bowler Ikra, and she was struggling for a while. Then later she couldn't able to complete a quota of 4 overs,
May Y bowled a
and
couple of dot balls. Excellent.
my Y was yesterday the one who was taking care of post department for Hong Kong China's women team.
The weather is bright sunny and warm. And with that, the first boundary came from Aina Hamiza's bat. Lovely one towards the covers. There were fielders all around the offside. Still, she managed to penetrate them. Look at that. Convincing for the
I,
outfield is lightning.
Aina Hamiza is continuing her peak form from yesterday. We have watched her the fireworks which she brought in the power play, and that helped Malaysia to build a decent score yesterday as well. And it's a wonderful opportunity, a new day for her, a new day for Malaysia as well. We'll be looking forward to see more of fireworks as such.
This is one of the amazing shots. She is doing the back-to-back boundaries, same zone, same game. This is absolute masterclass.
Absolutely true. Aina Hamiza is continuing her same shots, same results back to back, which is a good sign from her, which means that she's so strong on the offside. Where now it's time for my wife to look into the length what she's bowling, because It seems to be looking like a half volley and easy for Aina Hamiza to dispatch on the boundary. She has to control and try to bowl in different length.
Fantastic bowling. This is a different length, as you mentioned. She changed her line and length now, and there is also a protection kept at the extra covers, and after that, couple of boundaries.
Definitely, the change of length deferred the result as well. The favor of Hong Kong China's women team.
Nice comeback from May Y. Brought back couple of dot balls to end with, but this is a productive over for Malaysia. Very good one from Aina Hamiza. 8 without losing a wicket. First over done. A good start.
My wife has to think about length. That's what she thought about it, and the result is really different comparing with the back-to-back boundaries. Anything half volley or a bit short of the length, Malaysian women players would be very happy to take it, and they would dispatch at the boundary. So Hong Kong, China women's team have to be very cautious in bowling right line and length. And again, I mean, coming back to the point, we can see that fielder position coming into the play. I would say it's right today. It's a fresh day, so I would call it as a deep slip.
So opposite of the shortest third man.
Yeah, exactly. So I would call it a deep slip today.
Deep sleep. We need to come back with a different name tomorrow.
Yeah, usually we have this term deep slip. Sometimes we use it, but I haven't come across much while I was playing. Similarly, I haven't come across with that kind of a position when I did a lot of commentary in the past few years. So it's something new. It's an also exciting thing for viewers and us for from the com box to see that kind of a position into the play.
Okay, they believe in that field setup and they are going with that. With that, Chan is back to bowler best here. This is a wide. She was trying the Yorker link, slightly missed the line that costed a wide.
Definitely, discipline is very important as far as bowling is concerned.
A very good shot, and it's a misfield, adding salt in the wounds.
Well, I completely do not understand what was the intention of the fielder there because that fielder was placed for the catching position. Chan bowled really well. I was actually wondering why she bowled a bit shorter because the fielder was placed over there for a catch. Neither there was an attempt for going for a catch nor did the fielding over there, and there was a misfield which was costly impact for Hong Kong China's bowling department.
Winifred 3 on 3. Aina Hamiza 8 of 6. Fantastic batting going on for Malaysia women's cricket. And look at that. The ball goes to the mid wicket zone and good cover up from the long off, long on. One run for Winifred.
Well, a juicy full toss from Chan. I was just wondering why once again a full toss. Luckily, she was not smacked for the four. She must be happy for that, but she must try to adjust the length.
It's a better length this time from Chan. 5 balls bowled.
Chan is known for picking up the wickets. She yesterday changed the table around for Hong Kong China's women team.
Coming down the wicket over mid off. Looks like a boundary. Yes, it is. What a positive start for Aina Hamiza. This is the third boundary.
That's a good looking shot from her, straight over the head of the umpire and the bowler, and comfortably she got a boundary there without no risk at all. Power play, you can do this kind of a work, and Aina Hamiza did it in the style. So, by end of the 2 overs, Malaysia women's team are 18 for no loss of wicket. My wife will be continuing her second over. Winifred, skipper of the Malaysian women's team, will be facing my wife. We all know what is the caliber of Winifred. We have seen numerous matches. She's a brilliant player.
Nicely played behind the wicket. There is a point to cover up. Mei Wai needs to be very cautious while she bowls that shot of a length on the offside because there is a huge gap between third man and covers. So if the point fielder misses it, and it's going to be a boundary. A better line asking for out, but not interested. Umpire said leg by.
Well, I mean, talking about the point which is placed for Maiwai, especially for Winifred when she was batting, it's a sensible field set, to be very honest. I don't know if the fielder is really quick and lightning fire. If that's the case, like if she's like a lightning bolt in terms of fielding, I'm sure there would be a wicket there. I would like to continue from that, the point which I left between this ball. That fielder, if she probably can able to dive in front of her and tries to go for a catch, I'm sure that there's a wicket opportunity for Hong Kong China's women team because already we have seen in the previous ball where Aina Hamiza was trying to go for a shot, the short pitch ball, which was bowled by um, Chan. There was a bit of opportunity to catch, but we couldn't able to get capitalized.
Good point noted down, Vijay. And look at that. Meva is this over is much better than the previous one. And the three dots and one leg by, and just two balls left in the third over. Very good one. Wonderfully played by Aina Habiza this time, not able to penetrate the gap. The timing was good, but the power was not enough to carry forward that ball to the boundary.
It works both way for Malaysia. Either with penetrating the gap between the two fielders, it would get a boundary. If not, still she got a single.
A very good one, running between the wicket. Again, full marks to these marvelous batters. They have a very good communication, lovely partnership going on. 20 runs on board after 3 overs.
So I mean, haven't you noticed Winifred having soft hands? She's gently pushing towards the covers region, or maybe even mid off region or mid on region to pick up a single. She's gently pushing. There's no any kind of power which she's putting up in a shot.
That shows the gamesmanship and also the awareness of the game and also her own planning before the game starts because she knows Aina Hamiza is the aggressor and she is the rotator. She clearly understands that.
When the rules are clear, even the batters will play as per the strategy. Winifred
Chan is
got one
back.
more run here.
Mhm. One more run for Winifred. Yes, you're right. And Chan K is back to bowl a better over. Two fielders kept outside. Both of them is towards long on and mid wicket. Very good bowling.
Well, this is what Chan is known for, creating a lot of avenues in terms of bowling dot balls and trying to make batter to think twice whether should she go for a shot or not. This is the time where she'll be picking up a wicket.
Last 2 overs have been very silent for Malaysia women's cricket. A good shot. This is certainly a boundary. Lovely one from Aina Hamiza. You cannot control the person who is intended and always interested to score boundaries. You cannot stop this kind of attitude.
Look at that classic cut shot from Aina Hamiza. She's good in all the way, whether it's on offside or leg side. Unless and until if you can able to bowl a proper line and length, you can't make Aina Hamiza to be silent. Otherwise, it would be very dangerous for Hong Kong China.
Looking to sweep the shot. but just missed. And one more ball left in this over. 4 runs conceded. Still a very good over from Chan, I would say.
Definitely, this is a very good over from Chan, where she bowled a lot of dot balls. Three dot balls would be really a good point for Hong Kong China.
Fantastic over. Again, a dot ball to end this over. 26 for no loss after 4 overs. The last 2 overs have been under control for Hong Kong China. Moving forward, and Aina Hamiza will be looking to score runs. No doubt about that.
I mean, have you also noticed Chan's bowling length? What she bowled yesterday and today, there's a bit of difference. Yesterday she was bowling on dots. She was getting a bit of turn as well. But now what she's bowling is like bowling arm balls straight onto the stumps and a bit of short of the length, or maybe sometimes a full toss. That could be a bit risky for her.
A big appeal while we're talking. Yes, Vijay, that's certainly she changed the strategy. It's a high risk, high reward kind of strategy, I would say. So she's trying her best to. She definitely this Hong Kong China team. They yesterday went back and go to the drawing room and come back with different strategies today. That's for sure. A quick running bit to the wicket to steal that single.
Well, I'm surprised why the fielder didn't throw to the keeper. That's how you have to be proactive. You need to be proactive on the field. Keep throwing the throws to the keeper. That's how you can improvise your throws. You can't just leave like that. It would also make batters to think that okay, these fielders are throwing and I would be at risk.
One more run to the vacant area. That is the fielder kept, but easy singles coming out. Maywai is continuing her third over. Not expensive, under control.
Well, at times I feel Hong Kong China is bowling well, but fielders are not supporting them. Otherwise, it would have been like a very big blockbuster for them.
Oh, asking for an out. Almost closer. Almost closer. She just came out of the crease and a quick thinking by the keeper, but she managed to reach back. Winifred, lucky day for her.
Well, Winifred was safe enough in the circumstances. Of course, there was an appeal. Of course, there was a throw. This is what I was talking about. I mean, the fielding commitment, no matter whether the player is in or out, the throw should be going around.
A wide ball, and what they need to control the wides. Any extra runs is going to add pressure to themselves.
I'm just wondering why they're going for extras. They should try to protect those extras which are coming every now and then. If they can able to do that, I'm sure that this run flow wouldn't go to the certain extent.
Very well played by Aina Hamiza, but goes straight to the fielder. No runs. Maywai is still containing runs, even though given wide 3 dots in this over. That speaks volumes about this comeback.
Well, just a ball left out for the completion of fifth over.
This time, Ariel for Aina Hamiza. She is a brave heart. What a no! What a great looking for extra covers is a favorite zone. Nobody can stop her. Look at that.
It was a cracking shot from Aina Hamiza. Simply went to the gap where there were no fielders at all. Comfortably, she got a boundary in under her belt. By completion of 5 overs, Malaysia women's team are 34 for no loss. There's a change in commentary as well. Kamran is in instead of Amin. Good afternoon, Kamran. Welcome back to Combox.
I'm not Kamran. I'm Amin.
Well, Amin, you're sticking on here.
I,
Well, that's
my
an
my heart
interesting.
says yeah yeah. My heart says this game is interesting. Let me sit down more overs and to commentate on these excellent plays.
Well, now it's a good comeback for Chan with the line and length what she has bowled. Well, Chan is bowling really good after those couple of overs. Amir, look at the length what she's bowling. Let's observe very closely the length what she's bowling.
Fantastic,
Look,
fantastic. That is a good observation from you, Vijay. Absolutely, she has come back with a plan. That's for sure.
yeah, probably if you're going for half volley kind of a thing or a bit of full toss kind of a thing, fielders have also have to be cooperative. We have seen not much of efforts from the fielders. Whoa, whoa, what a line and what a length from her.
Really a good comeback. This is the sixth over. Trust me, the power play is done from this over, and she's rocking.
Well, so far it's a decent power play even for Malaysia as well because they didn't lose any wicket so far, so it's going well for them. So I mean, have you noticed now the length, which is making a difference? She's getting a lot of dot balls, and now you can see the pressure of Malaysian women batters. Aina Hamiza, particularly who's known for hard hitting, is struggling a bit and searching for the shot.
They need to. You're right, certainly right, because this over is absolutely fantastic. Except that wide, when you try to do something very sharp, you miss a little bit of the target. It will become a wide. So that happens. You make sure you bowl the right one. Yes, that one was she was trying to do. And the end of power play here comes, and 38 for no loss. And Malaysia is putting up a fight, even though they started well. The Hong Kong players are really coming back in this game.
Aina Hamiza scored 24 runs out of 23 balls. As yesterday we were talking about Aina Hamiza getting promoted to opening batting alongside skipper Winifred, who's known for a classical batting and bowling. Of course, a great leader as well. And we were also talking about Dave Watmore's approach towards women's cricket team and bringing out a lot of potentials from this squad. So I mean, I think you monitored every single thing of development what is coming up from women's cricket team from Malaysia.
Absolutely, it's very it's an honor because it's been a great journey. I would say these girls put up lots of hard work. It's not easy. They are giving their best to be to be the best. You know, something is interesting.
Well, Winky is brought into attack. The first ball you have seen an off spin from her. Winifred took a calculative note on that of the turn.
And that one was just a wide ball. It was a premeditated shot from Winifred. She managed to take a single. It's a quite a risky one actually. The ball went away from her.
In fact, it was a terrible length from her that could have been dispatched to the boundary. Normally, they do it. Well, in this ball, as Aina Hamiza swept the ball, instead of timing the ball as per the pace what Winky has bowled, probably if she could have smacked with the power using the muzzle power, it would have been a boundary for sure.
You're right, Vijay. And look at that. Winky bowling a first over after power play, maintaining that tight line, not giving anything easy or silly. Look at that. Very good one. Very good one. The ball is turning as well.
Well, I mean, if you would have noticed, there was a great opportunity for Winifred to dispatch at the boundary, but she missed it out. The full toss, lower full toss. And also, Aina Hamiza missed out a boundary as well.
Yeah, these things happens when you try. Sometimes it clicks, sometimes not. And you need to carry the
Uh,
positive frame of mind always.
by end of 7 overs, Malaysia women's team is 39 for 0. But back to point, I mean, yes, sometimes it may work and sometimes it may not work. But sometimes it may not work, will be applicable to the things which you are doing for the first time as a new thing. But if it's like a thumb rule, generally, if it's meant, certain things are meant to do so. Say, for an example, if a full toss, juicy full toss, or if a lower full toss coming into the play, batter can utilize that. Probably they can step down the wicket, or probably they can stand still and they can use the muscle power and punch it. Similarly, that was missed by Winifred earlier in the second ball of Wing Key's bowling. Coming back to the other one, which Aina Hamiza, which I was talking about, the way she swept the ball was a very good timing of the ball. There's no doubt about it. But probably if she could have given a bit of power using her muscle power, this is what I was talking about. Muscle power, what generally we see in men's cricket, if that can be used here, I'm sure that Aina Hamiza would have got another boundary.
Certainly agree with your point, Jay. And also in cricket in general, it's quite often happens. Like the player who is well set plays all the toughest balls to the boundary will get out for a full toss. This happens. They don't time the full toss well, and easiest
Yes,
ball they
that's
get
true.
out. You know, and I still
Yes,
remember there was an interview by Ashwin. And look at that while we're talking. Oh my goodness, there is a misfield and the ball goes towards the boundary. Can they make it two or three here? I think two is quite comfortable. Oh, lovely, lovely running. That's by the captain herself. Excellent. 3 runs. And the captain of Hong Kong, China, certainly not happy about the fielding effort.
remarkable running between wickets between these two batters, Winifred and Aina Hamiza. Definitely credit goes to them. Well played shot, but at the same time, if they are pushing for one more extra run, which makes fielders to think about it.
Oh, that's a lovely, lovely looking bowling. Joylin Kaur, you beauty. What a comeback after given that 3 runs. You taken the captain of Malaysia out. Winifred is gone for a stumping. Look at that.
Joylin did wonders even yesterday and today. She took the first wicket of the game. Malaysia skipper Winifred is walking back to change room after giving a good support for Malaysia women's team in the second match of the bilateral series. Definitely, this could be a game setter for Hong Kong China's women team. They
And
are known for playing a good brand of cricket, but it's quite unfortunate. Sometimes the fielding is a bit slobby.
you're right, Vijay. And look, Mahira is in. And I would like to share a short story about Ashwin's interview. We were talking about the batters getting out for loose balls, right? So similar to that one. And first time when Ashwin was bowling to Shewak, and he bowled an off spinner, and Shewak moves away from the stumps and hit it towards the point, and he bowls Dusra. Shewak hit it towards the same zone, and he bowled the faster one. Shewak again hit the ball to the offside, 3 fours in the nets, and he
I know
went and
where you end
asked,
up. I know where do you end up this. Yes, I know. Please go ahead.
and
Yeah.
he went and asked, "What are you doing? Whatever ball I'm bowling, you're hitting." And the Shewak simply mentioned that he has his own swag, right? He mentioned that I don't see off spinner as a bowler at all. Wherever you bowl, I like to hit wherever I want. Okay. And then Ashwin was so confused and came up with an idea that whatever the good balls I'm bowling is hitting, let me bowl a crappy ball and let's see what he can do. Then he started bowling crappy balls, which is not a good length, not a not a dusra, like a full toss ball, loosener, the super loopy balls, and that makes Shevak to get out. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Samin, you're a good storyteller.
That remembers, when we talk about the loose ball out, I suddenly remember the story, and it's a very close one. While we're talking, umpire said the batter reached on time. It's not out.
Well, finally, we could see a fielding commitment from Hong Kong, China. There's still one ball left out to completion of eighth over. Malaysia women's team were on top of the game initially as we out. Mahira Izzati was a new batter in and she got a one run as well on her score. She faced a couple of balls. Now Aina Hamisa is on strike. well, I was just wondering what Aina Hamisa was reading the ball through. Was she expecting a turn or was she expecting a ball to come a bit quicker? I mean, what's going
Yeah,
on?
I think she's like she's taking it. I personally feel like she's like see the ball, hit the ball kind of a batter. That's what I can see from my side. I'm watching her closely from the ground, and she's like watching and reacting to the ball. It's not like premeditation at all from her.
Well, I can assure you 100%. I mean, you can make a note of it, you can record it, you can take this video and screenshot it. Aina Hamiza could be a great and dangerous all rounder in upcoming days for sure in international women's cricket.
I really love her attitude against any bowlers, either a spin or a fast bowler. Her footwork and her ambition to clear the boundary, go for a boundary is like very simple. She's keeping it very simple. That's the beauty.
We have seen Elisa Perry from Australia. We have seen numerous cricket from different parts of the world. Andre Russell, Dwayne Bravo, name any one of them. Oh my words. What's going around here? Aina Hamiza got out. She got out for the turn. She couldn't able to read it. Probably she was trying to read the previous ball. Now she failed to read so, and she got out for 26 runs from 26 balls.
I
Well,
think
this,
I think next time we need to cut short the wishes, the good things about Aina Misa. I think
but yet another performance of Aina Hamiza, which was very impressive, comes to an end with the dismissal of clean bowl. Winky again changed the tables around for Hong Kong, China. Mas Alisa, vice captain of Malaysia women's team, is chipping into the center. I mean, as I was talking about all rounders, it's nevertheless, whether she got out or not, it's my honest and open review which I'm giving you. Aina Hamiza is an excellent potential. Make a note of it. She could become world class all rounder in women's cricket.
and what a lovely, lovely comment by you, Vijay. And if she listens to this commentary, she would be highly, highly elated. And also the viewers, her families, everyone will be very happy to hear these kind of words from you. And I personally feel the same thing. Being in the box for a while, watching her game, and simply special. I take my hat off and tell this one, simply special.
But I'll tell you what after this delivery. Well, let me continue what I was trying to say. There are different class of players. You can see Mas Alisa, who's like a Miss Dependable for Malaysia women's team. Winifred is known for stylish in terms of batting and bowling, but there's a class always, a classy all-rounder, which I can proudly call Aina Hamiza as one of the best in associate nations. I'm sure that she can cross beyond these associate nations in terms of uh, T20 format. Maybe one day she'll be playing WPL as well for one of the teams.
It's a massive, massive comment from you. I really wish for her this happens soon, and I'll be a happy person definitely supporting Malaysia always. Oh, that ball goes straight to the hands, and she dropped it. Would you believe that? She dropped it.
It's unbelievable, really unbelievable. It was a sitter to the fielder. Dropping this kind of a catch is making me to get frustrated actually. Me, in a sense, as a bowler, I was having the perception as a bowler, well, really disappointing thing. You can't afford to miss out such catches, especially the sitters. Imagine if it was a tough catch, I would agree with that, but if it was a sitter, no way it could be dropped. It was very unfortunate situation for Hong Kong, China. Definitely, I'll give credit to the bowlers like Chan, Winky, Joylin Kaur, but the fielders have to work on that.
Wow, the ball goes up. Can someone catch it? Oh my goodness, she missed again. This is from the mid wicket, this side, other side of the ground. One more catch is missed. And what's happening? What's happening with Hong Kong China fielders?
Well, they are taking the things for the granted. As for the body language, they should put up some efforts there because bowlers are giving their heart out by bowling excellent deliveries. You can't miss out those catches.
Free flowing batting from Mahira, Zati, and Mas Elisa. Both are batting well, and some chances were given, but completely missed by Hong Kong China fielders. They will be they'll be paying a high price for this. That's for sure.
Well, if it was one catch, that was okay, but it was like a two, three catches in the match, which is not acceptable, especially in the international status match. Well, but still, I would appreciate the efforts what bowlers like Jolin Kaur, Winky, or even Chan are putting, despite the fact that they're not getting proper coordination and cooperation from the fielders.
Valiant Kaur a bit unlucky today, not able to convert those deliveries into wickets. Oh, this is a fantastic shot and penetrated the gap. Too perfect. Mahira Izzati, you beauty. That's a wonderful boundary.
Mahira Izati is known for building up the broken shackles. Whenever it is required, she'll come in and she'll try to build up and stitch the things. And as we are watching, she's trying to again rebuild the broken partnership. As Winifred walked back, she took that responsibility. She played 8 balls and scored 10 runs, got a beautiful boundary as well in the previous ball.
Superbly batted by Mahira Izzati and Cholin Kaur, given almost 8 runs in this over, and that boundary was simply superb. And here we have some drinks for the players. We'll join you shortly after a short commercial break. Thank you so much.
Welcome back after a short break due to the drinks. Malaysia are 52 for 2 in 10 overs. We are halfway through as far as this innings is concerned. Mas Alisa is on strike facing Winky. That was a good shot from Mas Alisa where she pulled it to the square leg region. There's a change in commentary box. Kamran is back with the full power and energy. Welcome back, Kamran.
Hi Vijay, thank you for inviting Kamran. He will be joining us shortly, and I would love to join you again. I don't want to leave you alone. I'm quite
We have
interested
won
to
for the
talk.
commentary.
Quite interested to talk with you. I don't want to leave.
Thank you so much for the compliment. Well,
Okay,
I'm throwing the question to you now. Will make the match more interesting.
okay.
Mas Alisa was most successful in the one down as a one down batter. And do you think that Malaysia is trying to create a beautiful one down batter? Because she can score a lot of runs.
Yes, so that's a perfect spot for her. One down. It suits her really well. Even the wicket falls down quickly. She comes at one down and stays there, create a impactful innings. Look at the shots she's playing, and she's a master in one down actually. Perfect player.
Generally, you see in the men's international cricket, because this is also international cricket, so we can't call in general international. But in men's international, you have players like Rahul Dravid, Kumar Sangakkara, Ricky Ponting. These players are specialized one down batters. Although the openers get back to hut after losing their wicket, these one down batters are always ready to play the new ball. So that is what they are special, and that's what they make them special, and they are special for sure.
One down is something special Vijay because Virat Kohli, the champion of the champion batter, so one down is breaking all the records in ODI and shortest format. He is one of the legends in chasings as well. So he is playing one down, and that is something. The best player in the world plays one down. That's what I know.
That was a good looking shot from Mahira Izzati. Well, Mahira Izzati, when I saw her a couple of years back, where she was contributing to Malaysia women's team to some extent, and she was like about a third down or fourth down batter. And look at the amount of confidence and the potential what this Malaysian management has seen, and she was sent up the order.
If you have a real cricket brain on the top and you bring all the best in the industry to the top of the cricketing lineup, and that's what happened. You have Dave Watmore behind women's cricket in Malaysia, and he is picking the right talent and giving the right opportunity to these players, and that's all needed, right? That is the need of the hour, and he is doing exactly what is needed.
Absolutely true. Look at that amazing off spin from Joylin Kaur. I'm quite impressed with the off spins what Hong Kong China is bowling for the past few minutes. They are really incredible. That is why Aina Hamiza stood for some time. She was observing the whole ball, whether was it turning or not, and she got out as well.
Aina Amiza went for a cut for a turner that costed the wicket, and that is the coach manual. They say don't cut the ball which is turning in.
Well, I would like to add one point, Amin. I interviewed a lot of cricketers, and I had a conversation with the former Hyderabad cricketer who played Ranji Trophy. Well, I'll come back to that point. Yeah, let me continue. He was a good off spinner, and high arm release bowler, kind of a off spinner. And I was asking him, like even in those days, if he was trying to flight the ball and spin the ball and try to pitch it up, don't the batters come down the wicket and try to convert it as a full toss and go for the bigger shots? He told me one simple point. It's all about variation of pace. Probably if you're predictable, it's easy to come down the wicket and play. But if one ball is coming slower, dipping up in the air and coming down, and another ball, if it's coming a bit faster, it would make batters to think twice or thrice. And at the same time, if it's off spin again, we haven't seen much of these China women bowlers bowling a variation of pace during the off spin. Yes, they are executing well their off spin in terms of turn, but if it's coming to the pace, I haven't seen much of the variation in pace wise. Probably if they can able to work on that, that would be a lethal one for Hong Kong China's women team.
Valid point, Vijay. That's definitely going to help them for sure. And variation is the king of everything. When you are a slow bowler, especially, you cannot bowl at the same pace again and again. Within 6 or 7 balls, they'll come to know, and the muscle memory will automatically make the batter to hit you for sixes. And the change of pace, yes. This is look at this shot. This is wonderful one going towards the deep square leg, and it's a boundary for Mas Elisa. We are talking about the top quality one down batter, and she is producing the results. Look at that.
That's a good pull shot from Mas Alisa. Nevertheless, you know about it that Mas Alisa is too good in the square of the wicket. You can't afford to bowl short of the length and also try to bowl bit away towards the leg side. This is what you'll get as a punishment. As I'm telling the fact that it's if it's an off spinner, I know that it'll pitch onto the offside, especially outside the off stump, and it'll come in. But you need to be very, very cautious, especially when the batters are too strong on the leg side.
Certainly, certainly, Vijay. And look at that. But this game, if you ask me, it's better for Hong Kong China than they played yesterday. Look at the score 67 for 2 in the 13th over. Yesterday it was pretty higher.
Absolutely true. But I would say the game is swinging like a pendulum here and there. That was a rubbish ball from So Ha, and it was in fact a no ball as well. It's going to be very, very expensive for Hong Kong China. She bowled short of the length, too short in fact, and she also bowled by overstepping it, and a free hit as a result. I mean,
It's a bonanza for Marcelisa. She will be freeing her hands, go for the maximum, that's for sure. And completely missed. Looks like a wide, so the free hit continues. And extra 1 run will be given for the wide. Umpire signaled already.
well, I like the trigger what Marcelisa was doing earlier, but imagine if it was a legal ball and if it was not even a free hit, then it would have been bloody risky thing.
And this one goes straight to the deep square leg and probably deep fine leg, I would say. And the fielder is already kept. She completely missed the trick of hitting the boundary.
Well, this match is well poised for Malaysia women's team. They got 70 runs on board. Definitely, they would be looking forward to get more than 130 runs on board. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's going around here? I understand that ball is slipping away from Sauha's hand, but this is becoming a misery for Hong Kong China women's team. They have to pay a lot of price for this. They can't afford to pay such amount of price for this kind of bowling.
And this time it's Mahira Izzati will be looking to go after the bowler definitely and not connected anything anywhere closer. It's a dot ball. It's a wonderful bowling by Sauha.
I mean, do you know the reason for which why Mahira Izate couldn't able to handle the ball well? She didn't go onto the ball's line at all. She was stretching her hand and trying to force herself to hit the shot.
It's a no ball one more time. What's happening here is something like avoidable, and no team would love to do see these things, especially Hong Kong,
Well,
China. When they started really well, this, they definitely don't want to see these things.
it's a painful thing to see for Hong Kong China women's team, especially if the war is exceeding and also a lot of runs coming into the play. So, I mean, this is what I was talking about, giving the muscle power to the shot. There was an opportunity. It was a full toss ball. It was, in fact, juicy full toss. It could have been smacked all over the park, but unfortunately, it has become just a run. This is what I was talking about. Use your muscle power.
13 overs done, 73 for two. Malaysia women. They have 7 overs left, and let's see how many runs they can score from here. Down the crease, ball goes to long on, 1 run.
Well, expensive overs what she bowled. Joylene Kaur will try to take redemption and pick up a wicket here. Already she picked up a wicket, but one more wicket here would be a pleasing one for her.
This time the game is under more control for Hong Kong, China, because the balls are going most of the time towards the fielders. They're not able to pick the gaps as consistently as they did yesterday.
Mahira Isati on strike.
1 run to long on, and they don't mind giving singles because boundary is dangerous at this point of time.
I mean, the partnership is building slowly and steadily for Malaysia women's team. How would you see this as the things which went a bit upset after losing Winifred, and now how the things stitched up?
This is still quite dangerous uh, for Hong Kong, China, because these two are still there. They are capable of scoring boundaries, capable of increasing the run rate. So the partnership, until they break this partnership, it's going to affect Hong Kong, China for sure. The runs are keep coming through singles, but they need to score at least doubles and fours.
Well, yesterday also I mentioned this point. I mean, Malaysia women's team is missing out one Julia. I'm sure that this kind of bowling would be suitable for her to go for a smacking sixes and fours.
One thing I noticed from Mahira and Masalisa, they're looking to go after the bowling pretty harder, so they miss the timing. That's what happening.
By end of 14 overs, Malaysia women's team is 79 for 2. We are entering into the interesting phase, especially for Hong Kong China's women team. They need wickets here somehow or the other, by the hook or the crook. There's a change of bowling attack. Pace bowler coming into play. It's looking like BB. Well, I mean, now it's time for Malaysian batters to start to go for the boundaries. There's a bit of drought in terms of boundaries. As long as Aina Hamiza was there, boundaries were coming casually. But now these two are searching for the boundaries for sure.
You're right, Vijay. And let's see what BB can do from here. It's a good timing. The offside field is cramped. Three fielders very close to the batters, so getting a single is not that easy. But let's see if they can penetrate the gap or going aerial to get the boundary.
Well, I really like Mas Alisa's call. She asked Mahira Izzati not to take a single in the previous ball. She said no. That saved a wicket for sure.
One more wide added to the extras. Lots of extras been given in the last couple of overs. No balls, wides, adding to the total. Now they are almost close to 80, losing 2 wickets. They'll be looking to score at least 50 to 60 runs from here.
Well, uh, as a strengthening and conditioning coach, I feel like there's somewhere fitness lacking the Hong Kong women's team. Because in terms of fielding, or maybe even sometimes they are a bit lagging to pick up the ball from the ground, or maybe bowling extras is a sign of lack of good fitness. They are incredibly talented, no doubt about it. If they can able to work on the fitness, I'm sure that they'll be gun on the field.
100% they'll be working on it. They're working, they're trying to improve every single game. And the team behind Malaysia women's team, cricket team is really working hard on their fitness. That's why even in the scorching sun, they're still able to stand and run between the wickets. Couple of balls left.
Fitness is
Oh my goodness, that is an out. Easy wicket. Mahira Ijati is gone playing that aerial shot towards the mid wicket.
she gave away her wicket, I would say, straight in the hand of the fielder. It was just like a catch practice. Mahira Izzati lost her patience and got out for 17 runs from 25 balls. Definitely, Malaysia was looking out something from her. They were expecting her to play some boundaries from this point of time. Now, Mas Arisa is left out from this partnership where she has to again start a new partnership with a new player who will be chipping in. And again, they have to go from singles to doubles to boundaries, so it will take some time, which would be a setback for Malaysia women's team. BB got a wicket eventually. That's a good thing for Hong Kong China's women team. I mean, finally, you see the partnership got broken, and
Partnership got
what
broken,
would
and
be
also the batters started trying too hard. There's a reason for gotten out, and they didn't play the merit of the ball, and also the timing was absolutely off while playing those shots. That's what I noticed. You need to still maintain your shape and use the timing, and that's what's missing in the previous couple of overs. Now there is a little conversation discussion between Marcelis and Ariana. Let's see what they can do now.
what a front foot defense from Ariana Natasya. That's a proper defense, what we have seen from her. Textbook defense. Good to see that kind of cricket still being played in the T20 era.
Last ball from BB over, the 15th over. Look at that. The ball played straight back to the bowler and no runs given. Two dot balls to end with, following a wicket. Excellent one from BB. Just 1 over, 2 runs given. Excellent over. With that, Kamran will be joining the com box.
Welcome back, Kamran. 15 overs up and still 5 overs left for Malaysia women's team. They've already lost 3 wickets. Perhaps they go for the bigger shots. Can they able to afford it? They have 7 wickets in the hand.
Good afternoon, Vijay. Good afternoon, viewers. It's a pleasant day once again to see these girls marching against each other. 82 losing 3 wickets in 15 over. What was the expectation of putting the total against Hong Kong, Vijay?
Well, I would say it would be like about 110 to 120 would be the total on the scorecard.
From the look of it,
And what about yours? And what about yours, Kamran?
hmm, chance of the catch, and it could be a easy catch. Ariana going again, once again, without any impact. It seems like to be giving a catching practice. Look at that. There is no intention, clear intention of hitting that ball, clearing it the inside fielder. It must be a very much frustrating for her. Second game have not been able to contribute it, but yes, coming to your point, Vijay, my prediction of at the current situation is telling the same story. It should be somewhere around 120. It should be.
All right. So, as you were entering the com box, I was throwing up a question to you.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, we lost another wicket here, fourth wicket. But before that, when the 3 wickets were lost, when Mas Alisa is still there in the center, what kind of the pressure which Malaysian team would be going through, because they have to go from here on for bigger shots, clean sweeps. But on the other hand, they are losing the wickets. What would be the scenario? Who will take the charge and who will be going for the bigger shots? And how much caliber is there from here on?
Well, Vijay, these two names on the scorecard, Udanya and Marcelisa, these two are way capable to do things here for Malaysia. And they have been doing it in the past, so we can have a high expectation with these two. If these two cannot make any difference, then the back of the hand there is a Danusri and a few other players which comes and play. The Juan Julia Ain is also coming later. So they are also way capable, but the question is, will the Hong Kong China team let them do it that easy?
Well, you have seen earlier as well, there were a lot of fumbles and flaws in terms of fielding for Hong Kong China's women's team. And it was a strong comeback for them with such a performance, especially picking up a couple of wickets, or I would say 3 wickets, in fact. And now they are in a position where they are trying to dictate terms to Malaysia. Now, Malaysia are restricted a lot in terms of going for the bigger shots.
Yeah, but somehow they still have to go for a bigger one because they don't have a much time of leverage here. Yes, they can go about another one more over, but they have to open up as this is 16 overs gone, 85 on the board, losing their 4 wickets. They probably might allow themselves to look for another one more over, which is 17th over. But they have to open up slightly. The score is less under.
Of course, under 100, you're trying to complete that. Well, now death over is coming into the beginning. Noor Dania is on strike alongside with her, and on striking end, Mas Alisa, vice captain of the Malaysian team.
Oh, look at that. Look at that huge six. And that's a glorious one. You can expect this from her. What a shot that was.
Well, it was Mas Alisa, in fact, not Nurdania. Mas Alisa went for a massive one, and the maximum came into the scoreboard, which would be very, very happy one for Malaysia team to accept it. Mas Alisa is trying to flex her muscles.
And Mariam Bibi wasn't happy at all from the boundary rider. She thought it could have been taken, but it seems not impossibly way beyond on the top of her head. Even though she make a little bit adjustment to the jump, it will still go for the boundary because it has a really great connection. Well,
Well, a single coming here is making the score to go to 90. Kamran. So I believe 120 is highly possible from here.
yes, indeed. If these two stay, the partnership will build and the momentum will be created. So, more possibility to get even more. What a shot! He kind of lay down and bring it to the swap. There is no bouncing on the surface.
Kamran, what do you call this shot as? Lay down shot or what do you call? As per
Name,
your term.
name it this one.
No, I want more innovative kind of a term.
Oh, more innovative kind of a thing.
Yep.
It's you can call it. Hmm, that's a very good run between the wicket. 2 runs. So it's a. Let me think about it. It's lay down shot.
Lay down shot. No, that's more of a common term. I would like to hear from you an innovative term. Something new like, I would like to see.
Oh, nicely ball. This time, no, Anya has just pushed it. Innovative innovation comes with the grace of time, but that's the grace was so much shown by this Master Lisa in this over. Mariam Bibi has been costly in the 17 over, 94 on the
Well,
board.
Kamran, that's a good thing that Malaysia getting runs after a very long time, especially Mas Alisa going for the bigger shot, six. And after that, she was continuously going for runs. Runs are flowing in for Malaysia women's team. I wish I can make it short as Mas Alisa's, maybe with the name like that, Mas Alisa Sweep or something like that.
Yeah, you can name her. She'll be really happy. Oh, that's chance. Oh, easy taken. She make that ground for the shot, but couldn't really make a good connection. She was up for that shot. Another wicket for Hong Kong, China.
Well, what's going on as far as Malaysia is concerned? They were trying to build the partnership and they were trying to build the damages which were in between. Now that they lost one more wicket, Nurdania, it would be very, very challenging part for Malaysian women's team to pick it up from here. Who can support Mas Alisa? She's there for so long and she's trying to make sure this total is going for 120 plus. But with such a kind of lack of partnership would be a massive hit back for Malaysian women's team. Hong Kong, China, yes, they would be very, very happy indeed. Wing Lee She bowled so far 3.1 overs and picked up a couple of wickets by conceding 9 runs. She was excellent throughout this match, right from the line and length. The field set strategy. Of course, fielders were not cooperative, but still, the way she set the field for her bowling were incredible.
That's indeed. Oh, that's a misfeeling. A freebie given. That's good running between the wicket. Aina Najwa are opened the account right away. She's also holding some power and probably would get to see what she can do. But yes, indeed, Marcelisa need a good company here till the 20th over.
Aina Najwa is very athletic as far as her presence is concerned, where she runs very quick in between wickets and she's a wonderful fielder. She can dive around, she can take blinders. She's like a lightning speed in terms of athleticism. Can we expect some kind of support from her to Marcelisa?
That
What
was
was that?
correct
Kamran,
through.
could you please elaborate what was that?
That was a that was an innovation from Aina Najwa. She didn't make the connection, but she get the rebates on it, getting 2 runs. That's another slow delivery outside off stump. Empire Rowdy has opened his wings. It says white ball.
Well, Hong Kong China women's team were trying to build back from what they got damaged by Malaysian women batters. But these kind of extras would be really, really tough for them in coming part of the game.
Look at that. What Wing trying to do is not giving a space on the ball, pace on the ball, and where Najma tried to be a little bit more clever, getting to the bounce of the ball, which is great.
100 up for Malaysia women's team in 17.5 overs by with a single where they lost 5 wickets.
Well, I think the right thing to do is for Aina Najwa to just push for a single, bring Marcelisa to get more strike because she's well settled. So that we comes to end of over number 18, 101 for 5.
Cameron, 2 overs left, 19 runs required. As we always try to go for a projection of score, and would it be possible with these two in the center?
It's just a matter of 2 or 3 boundaries, and it is possible, especially when I look at that girl right in the crease, scoring 23 runs and 25 balls. She just struck the previous over, 16th over, the big blow, 6 from the same hand. She is able to do so, and that is the expectation from her from the dugout as well. She did well, just the protection at the deep mid wicket.
Well, my Wai will be continuing her final over. She conceded 19 runs so far. Can she able to get a wicket for Hong Kong China's team?
And that's the right thing to do for Anna Najwa, just to put Marcelisa on strike. She's middling the ball well. So the idea is
Marcelisa.
pitching the ball fuller, straighter as this four fielder on the straight has been split to cover the boundaries. Oh, that's cleaner up. Ball didn't really stood up. Ball stays down. Even she makes some ground to it. Let's have a look at that.
Well, I was talking about my wife getting a wicket, and she got it. There was a late swing which swung in to the batter, Masalisa. Masalisa was too early, and she committed herself way ahead by stepping down the wicket. There was a bit of late swing from my wife, which helped her to knock the stumps over. So she got her first wicket, as I was talking about, as she was bowling the first ball of this over. She got that. In Hong Kong, China is back into role. They are picking up the things where they left out, and it's a good comeback for them if they can able to pick a couple of wickets and make sure that Malaysia women's team are not crossing 110 mark or probably even 120 mark. Dhanushri is a new batter in.
Oh, that is. Oh, they're appealing. Seem like they are appealing for restriction.
Well, this is what I was talking right from the beginning of the game. Fielding commitment is very important as far as Hong Kong China's women's team is concerned. If they can't afford to miss out these kind of opportunities,
I know Najwa is showing more interested. Get it. Seeing Danusri seems very traumatic for the previous runs. There's been a shocked for her to call for the run.
well, still a ball left out at the completion of the 19th over. Maiwa is continuing to bowl her final over and got a wicket here. Maiwa has done a trick. She has cleared up one more wicket, which was a big hindrance for Hong Kong China. Now, Hong Kong China would be very happy indeed. Come run.
Yes, indeed. Look at that over how it went for Malaysia and how it goes for the Hong Kong China. We were assuming they will be able to push it to 120 when these two Marcelisa and Nudania was there. Sudden collapse, falling a wicket for Malaysia. Musfira, Noor, and Danusri has been given responsibility. Last six delivery. What is your prediction now?
Probably 110 to 115. I would say like about 110 would be something which would be coming for sure. Yeah. How about yours, Kamran?
Yeah, of course, 110 across. They should cross 110. That's good running between the wicket by these two.
Chan Lee is bowling a final over. She was the best yesterday, and she's all set to complete a final over of the Malaysia women's innings is concerned.
So that's,
Well, Kamran, a dot ball coming again in the final over.
look at that. Not allowing any space. Chance of the run out. Dareke would do. No. So only three runs so far in this three delivery.
Well, Malaysia still trying to fight back after losing a lot of wickets in between. I wouldn't say one wicket, two wicket here. In fact, it was 6 wickets where they were losing in a regular succession, which became a massive setback for them.
Oh, that's wild swing. Adam Smith was in a great position to make some good connection. The fly the delivery made off is on. It could have been a free birthday gift for her, but she didn't really take that advantage.
Well, Kamran, can we expect 110? Now the question comes into such a way. 108 now coming up because of the wide.
Indeed, is the wide ball being given again? Slow ball. Musfira is trying different things. Not really try to read the bowler hand. I believe so. If she tend to pick up the bowler hand, it's gonna be easy ball for her to pick. That they're only able to take one run at the last over, last ball of the last over. Only managed to put 109 runs of losing their 7 wickets in 20 overs. The question is here. Yesterday, Hong Kong, China suffer to chase it down a little bit better. This time, a little lesser. Will Malaysia girls let them do and chase the total? The time will tell, and we all will know after the innings break. Till then, take care. Do not go far away. Welcome back after the innings break. There you go, the first ball and a Najwa as usual. Oh, Derek Hit will do. Derek Hit will do the job. That's a very risky runs. The captain of Hong Kong, China, alongside Shanzin, is opening for the Hong Kong, China. It's a very good ball back of the length.
That's a good start from Aina Hamiza. We know we know her that she can bowl very good bowling and she can pick up wickets in the power play. We've already seen such a wonderful performances in the past from Aina Hamiza.
Once again, try to hit through the cover. Captain of Malaysia, Winifred, is taking the responsibility to take care of that area. Very well field split, bowling to her strength. Great atmosphere here in the BAYUEMAS Oval.
That's a smooth start from Hong Kong China women's team. They already got 2 runs on the board. Natasha Tara, captain of Hong Kong women's team, will be taking strike to face against Aina Hamiza's bowling.
Well, I'm very surprised to see Ariana seems to be permanently settled at the point. Yesterday she were taking care of the point. Today he is taking care of the point. It's just particular, probably the left hand throw that she have. On the
Aina
right side.
Hamiza Aina Hamiza came up with the wide. Now she has to make sure that bowling discipline is on trot because these extras, especially whites, would be quite expensive. We have already seen from Hong Kong, China, where a lot of whites and no ball were being bowled, and it became a massive headache for Hong Kong, China.
And that's over number one. 4 runs on the board for Hong Kong, China. A slow start, but it's not a bad one.
Kamran, as you've been doing commentary in Malaysia for a very long period of time, I'm just wondering what about Mahira Izzati coming into bowling probably very soon before end of the power play. If she can able to come and if she can able to pick up a few wickets, that would be a game changer for Malaysia.
Well, a good question now. Vijay, I've not seen Mahira Izzati bowling often, and in particular, you mentioning the power play, and it's I would say not gonna be a bad option. Why not? It's a better change is always bring a better things. So why not? Oh, that's a really good ball. That's a really good ball. This is what a, a spinner become more likable when you stretch forward the batter. That's a good grab by Ariana.
Well, Kamran, I vividly remember a couple of years back, Mahira Izzati was bowling after the power play, say like about seventh over or something like that. I was just wondering why can't she come into the power play? Probably like in the fourth over. And again in the sixth over, that would be like a massive change. In fact,
But to my understanding, and to looking at her bowling style, she's not really putting the pace of the ball, and especially you don't have much field. They're allowed to put outside of stump, so possibility of getting more boundaries is more than. Oh, that's a good stop. More when you have a split fielder out, the power play is off, then you can really look for that option because you don't have a pace of the ball. So you have plenty of time as a batter to hit anywhere. And when you know that there's only two fielder outside, so you can really take that advantage too.
Malaysia has a couple of options left out as far as pace bowling is concerned. Aisha, Elisa, and Winifred, who can bowl pace, but yet they have chose to bowl a spinner, Noordania.
And that's been given out. Talking about Noordania, she has been always impactful in the circle. She is a great mind. Look at that.
Incredible bowling from her. We were talking and we were wondering how Noordania coming into the second over, and she has done the job for Malaysia women's team by picking up the first wicket of Hong Kong China's batting. I'm sure that Malaysia would be very, very happy indeed, especially having a total like about 110 runs, which has to be chased by Hong Kong China. This would be a good redemption for them.
Yes, which indeed, when you are chasing, when you are securing low total, you need couple of wicket in the first power play. That's one. Number two, you have to keep it tight and make sure not allowing them to take much runs. That's very important. But I'm very excited for this another edition. I'm not sure if you've seen her, Farisha. She's a younger. I've seen her in a interstate, and she has been picked just before that. There was an interstate, woman interstate, and she was brilliant. And let me tell you, she's a leg spinner. So I'm very excited to see here today if she's get the chance whether she will be that impactful how she were in the interstate games.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to that as well. It's a bit slow start from Hong Kong China women's team. BB is a new batter who replaced Shanzin. I'm sure that BB would be taking some time to make sure that she's getting adapted to the conditions here in BAYUEMAS Oval.
Definitely, Vijay, they have the leverage. She has the leverage of time as a bit is the third over of the innings, and they're chasing a very low total. Required run is just below six. Easy. Now, here, the first power play will be depending and see which team is dominating.
It's a good push from Hong Kong China's team. They are trying to pick up a single there, but said so no by Captain Natasha. Good call from her.
Risky, risky. Oh dear. You don't miss these kind of throws, and you can have the expectation. Marcelisa, she is the gun fielder, but that throw was no near whatsoever.
Aina Najwa, Mas Salisa, you cannot write them off. When they're on the field inside a circle, you can expect the direct hits onto the stumps.
Oh, similar catch. Similar action, similar patient. The same catch she has dropped it yesterday. What is happening here? Oh, Ariana.
Full of action and drama here in Biomass Oval between Hong Kong China women's team and Malaysia women's team. There's mix up over there between Natasha and BB. They were lucky enough, I would say, that they didn't lose the wicket in the center.
That's a great over by Aina Hamiza, a special talent, a special bowler. She's been really responsible. Whenever I see her responsibility here, it's remind me of Shane Watson. He has been doing this for the Australia for quite some time, opening up with the bat and ball.
Still, you remember that, Kamran?
Yeah, well, it's always catchy for me when you are such a brilliant with both batting and bowling. It's not so easy. You know that, Vijay. It's not that
it was
easy.
it was always a dream for young cricketers to bat first and bowl first. Right from the school team, you always get an opportunity either to bat first or bowl first, not both together.
That's, well, yes, as a young player, uh, you wanted to bat first and bowl first. But when it comes to play professional cricket, you need to do a lot of things for that to be able to bowl and bat first, and that comes with a lot of responsibility. Hats off to Aina Najwa, Aina, that she has been
So,
doing it for a very long time for the Malaysia.
so to continue the topic of opening batting and opening bowling, after this ball, let me continue. A single taken there by Natasha Tara. While you're playing in a age group cricket or in school cricket, coaches always feel, or even physical education teachers feel, that it's all about opportunity to everyone. But as you grow older, it is all about, like you said, right term specialization. It will come into the play, and players want to take up one role and they want to fulfill that particular responsibilities. That's a good square cut, but bit of outside edge, and it went towards the short third man. And getting that kind of opportunity to do bat and bowl as an opener is always a blessing, but sometimes it's very, very blessed to get that kind of opportunity. But most of the time, particularly in a country like India, it's not easy at all to get such opportunity, Kamran.
That's right, and it's not that easy, uh, Vijay. That you, as I said, when you go playing club cricket, yes, you may try to manage, but it's not easy when you come to play high level cricket. It takes a lot of effort to be very fit because, and it's also take a very good mind, Vijay, a very very good mind to be that strong. It's not easy to face a new ball, fresh new ball, seaming away, swinging in, and the bowler are fresh, more power, and also that have a pressure that you wanted to have a good start for the team, as well as when you come to bowling with a new ball, it's also take a lot of pressure as you only allowed to put two fielder outside.
There's a single for BB. So, Kamran, as you're talking about new ball, seaming in, and hard ball, when you're living in a country like India, it's always easier. But if it's like Sena, what they call SENA, yes, as in South Africa, E as in England, N as in New Zealand, A as in Australia, in those conditions, it might be very challenging with the new ball. But otherwise, if you look into subcontinent, This new ball and its advantage comes to an end in 2 3 overs.
Yes, so which is always depending on the surface, how well the creator has prepared the surface, and also the quality of ball. If you're playing a different level of group, you get a better ball, Coca-Cola, and you know, SG ball in India. I believe so most of the time. Talking about hitting the boundary, there you go, easy as you like it. The captain, Natasha, decided to go this time a bit square of the wicket, allowing a bit of width. She taking full advantage. So yeah, it's bouncy wicket is always a bit challenging, but you are well prepared for that. But a subcontinent like India, Pakistan, Malaysia, which does not have much bouncy wicket, but it still come with a lot of more technicality to handle that.
I would say it's all about be patient, just try to and play accordingly rather than going blindly against the ball, especially in subcontinental conditions. But if it's in, like I said, those four countries, it would be the bowler's way of using the seam and the ball. It would definitely create an impact. Without your mistake, still with the blessing of bowlers' talent, they can pick up a wicket.
That's right, Vijay. Is you see when especially when you're playing in your own country, you take that advantage to wicket that has prepared according to your demands. Coming to the point, but we end up here the 5 for 17 for 1. Malaysia is handling at the moment so well. The captain of Hong Kong, China, Natasha Tara, is still there. She is must be calculating how much and where she can open up. Probably after the power play, the last over of the power play. Vijay, you mentioned about Mahira,
Yep.
and that's what they said. You always have to pray and leave it to God, and this is where the praise comes to play. She
I,
has come
I,
into the
I
power
wish,
play.
yeah, yeah, that's true. But I wish if she could have come in the fourth over, maybe she could have bowled a second over by this over. Oh, that's a rubbish ball from her. It was dispatched by BB, was fortunate enough to get just a single.
This is what I
Talking
try
about
to.
Mahira Izzati,
Yeah,
talking about Mahira Izzati, she can pick up the wicket from nowhere. That's the point. That's the reason for which I thought it would be a great option for Malaysia to bring her onto the attack.
not a bad option, as I mentioned earlier. She is a great option, but the style of bowling, she is more believer on leaving the ball in the air, give a bit of temptation to the batter, or probably there you go, a bit quicker delivery this time, and that's a safe hand there. Captain of Malaysia, Winifred.
Have you noticed one thing, Kamran? Aina Hamiza bowled 3 overs and just conceded 12 runs, which was incredible in terms of economy.
I always notice every single bowler, in particular. Yesterday, I get to talk to you know in the team there is 11 players, but in these 11 players, few players are like something that is always attract your eyes. And as you can see, all the in India team, let's say India team is all of each one of them is good, and that's why they're representing the country. But not all of them is catching your eyes. Are you agree with me?
To be very, very honest, yes, I agree with you.
Yes, yes. Even I tell you, I'm I have a favorite teams. I have a favorite players in the teams, and that's done and dusted. The first power play, Mahira Izzati has been good in the first over in the power play. 3 runs been given, 20 runs of after losing 1 wicket. Now there must be a bit of change in the playing for Malaysia as well as for the Hong Kong China. Danusri right away has been introduced. So coming back to my point, yes, in India team I have Virat Kohli, I have Rohit Sharma, and I have Hardik Pandya. Yeah, so I have my favorite people who I have always have a special attention. Coming back here in this team, I have few players that I always have my eyes on it. Yesterday, I had a talk with the Marcelisa, and I told her that I really like the way you approach toward the ball. She running so well, and there you go. Talking about her goes, the ball goes to her. She's a gun fielder. I like this kind of fielder. Quick fielder, saving runs, quick throws. So I talked to her after the presentation as she was the player of the match yesterday. Oh, that's cleaner up. Danusri always done the job. And this time as well. Second breakthrough.
Tanushree, she came into an attack silently and picked up a wicket here. That's cleared up the stumps. Second wicket down for Hong Kong. Captain departing. Natasha Tara scored 13 runs from 17 balls. She stood for long, but she couldn't able to convert that innings to bigger one. Unfortunately, Hong Kong is in a position where they are looking for one more batter who can able to stand there to build a partnership. The partnership is something which Hong Kong should think about. Danushri did the great job. In fact, the pressure was created by Mahira Izati, and finally the fruits are coming in the form of Danushri's bowling. Wonderful bowling from her. Straight ball, stump to stump. Yes, let's get back to Kamran's phenomenal stories.
Yes, indeed. I always enjoy what attract me is those kind of player who is keep me engaged. Like I talking about Aina Hamiza. She always mesmerized me with her talent, with her responsibility, and she has been grown and get more better and better through years of time. And now she's a vital player of the national side. Marcelisa, of course, she has been gone better, but I'm more of her fielding fan. Yesterday, I talked to her after the presentation, so I told her that I am a big fan of your fielding. It's just purely the way you approach toward the ball, the way you push, the way you throw is just completely eyes. Every time I talk about my Salisa, there you go. And so that's a few talent. All of them are very talented, but let's not forget the captain of the national side, Winifred, is a gun bowler. She's been representing through years for Malaysia. Now Nusri is also one of the talent. Natural her ball comes in this time. Appeal. She's naturally an in swinger, targeting those pads and stumps. A lot of story I have, Vijay, because I have seen these girls playing for years and years. I'll tell you one by one, slowly.
Well, it would be interesting to hear from you. I was privileged and honored to be part of toss and presentation party during a bilateral series between Malaysia and Nepal. And I was talking to Ma Salisa. I was telling her like she was disappointed after losing the match against Nepal. Close match it was. I told her to keep herself calm and try to value the wicket, because if she can stand there for a while, definitely it's going to be runs coming onto the board. So by end of the 7 overs, Hong Kong China is 23 for 2. Dhanashri did phenomenal job. She picked up a wicket and just conceded 3 runs in her first over. So as I was talking to Mas Alisa, I told like just value the wicket and stand there for some time. Rest of the things will happen on its own, because she was, like you said, not only just gun fielder, she was a reliable player in terms of batting. So she stood up there. I think she scored like about 30 odd or 40 odd, which was very vital indeed in that match. And Malaysia won against Nepal for the first time. The vibes were completely different as far as Malaysian camp was concerned. I still remember, I still remember how Malaysian women's team celebrated the victory. But on top of it, I had privilege and honor to do commentary in the first victory of Malaysia against Nepal women's team. It was a pure joy, Kamran.
Well, that's a good story. Yes, these stories is always remember. Seems like Mahira Izzati has get her. That ball was traveling. It was hit it so hard. Seemed like to hit her wrist. A magic spray will do the magic, and she'll be fine because this magic spray does the magic always.
That's your golden term, I suppose, Kamran. Magic spray and magic relief, yeah?
Yes, indeed. It was very. It's very funny. Sometime I was watching this one test cricket just recently, and if I'm not mistaken, Mark Stonish was a bit of cram, and now they have kind of a electrolyte or recovery that in the sachet. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know what flavor what is, but it tastes horrible. Let me tell you, I have had it also.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was Mitchell
so
Marsh, I suppose.
yeah, it was Mitchell Marsh. Yeah, so
Yeah.
the time he pull it up to his mouth and the face reaction and the thing he said was oh my goodness. Yeah, so sometimes these things doesn't seem pleasant, but it does make you feel better. So a lot of things that we see on the screen is very funny.
Mahira Izati is all set to continue after a short break where she'll be bowling the second ball.
And this is what I say: the magic spray does the magic. He continues. Chance of the run out. Oh, a quicker throw or a straight throw could be a cutton for the Chan.
Definitely, it would have been a curtain for Chan. Maybe quicker throw would have been great effort from the fielding side.
That was Aina Hamida who's handling the cover area region. But I still can see Aina Hamida is yet to comfortable with her arm, with her hand, shaking it up. And this ball wasn't she wasn't able to stop with both hands. Seems like she's still feeling it. Yes, you can see that she's still in a pain. I hope she's okay. The team must be want her to be okay because she has another 2.3 over remaining. If the captain want her to bowl the 4 over of spell.
Chan was the hero of the yesterday's bowling attack as far as Hong Kong China was concerned. She has a good opportunity to take this match in favor of Hong Kong China. Mahira Isati went for a wide. So, Kamran, sometimes what will happen is if right and left handed batters are there in the center, it would be very challenging for the bowler.
Indeed, Very much challenge, but I believe naturally, yes, it's high in the sky. Chance of the catch. It land, no woman lands. So it's
That's a good point.
that's right. So yeah, it's very challenging as a natural looking. But if the level of cricket these girls or the men playing, it should not be an excuse. Oh, it got she got some turn on it,
Good off spin from her, in fact. Very good off spin.
and seems like
I don't think Tatra has expected that, BB.
that's right. It was a quick, sharp turn. Well, they're trying to do and looking for the boundary, but credit goes to the bowler, not allowing them to get the 3 runs. As of now, Malaysia is handling well, but yet it's not so much concern for the Hong Kong China because the required run rate is still under control. 8 over gone 29 for 2.
But Kamran, I would say it would be a bit of pressure for Hong Kong. They can't make it too slow at the start, and they can't expect the batters to play on from the power dead overs. So death overs, because in the death overs, how much runs can you able to score? Yesterday we have noticed that run rate going from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then it has gone to 54 runs per over, which was required. How could that be a possible scenario for a batter who is coming down the order? Unless and until if these batters are at least trying to make sure one boundary per over or maybe going for a couple of runs that would help them out to build some kind of a score. Probably even if they get out, other batters can go on with that further score. But now they are creating a lot of pressure, not only to themselves, even for the batters who will be coming next.
A really good point you made, Vijay. It's very important for them to keep going from the very first ball. Danusri put some pace on the ball, got through with it. That's the natural angle that's shaping into the right-handed. Coming back to your point, Vijay, is very important to keep going, keep rotating. As they had lost the game yesterday, it's just purely they was taking it very slow at the beginning. It's similar, the same fashion here. We'll see what is happening the next few overs.
Single taken there on long on region. Have you noticed one more thing, Kamran? Wicketkeeper going for an appeal in the previous delivery where it has gone for a wide. Look at the optimism what a wicketkeeper has from behind stumps. Although knowing the fact that it was a wide delivery, she has gone for an appeal.
Let me tell you the secret, Vijay. Has been picked well. Short of the length. Protection is there. Ma Nudanya has having a solid hand to throw back to the keeper. Yes, so well, how he comes into the field with the plans, and also this is sometimes the plans part of the plan. You try to, as the keeper, you have some responsibility to keep engaging the. I mean, youngster might be listening. It's not really good. It's not really a good thing to say, but well, you know, if the batter is settling up as the keeper, this is what I a chance of the run out. Oh, direct hit would be a trouble for the Hong Kong China. So yeah, so sometimes the keeper does a lot of talking to the batter because they don't want to be focused on the ball. So they try to keep engaged the batter with them, keep let them talking, and we have seen Rishabh Pant does often.
So you mean to say it's some mind games?
Exactly. So you have to play some
Don't
mind games.
don't call it as a sledging. Let's make it as a mind games.
Let's keep it positive.
Yeah, like how a wicketkeeper did from Malaysia.
That's right. So the keeper has just probably wanted to just appeal it. So probably next time, if there's a little chance ball goes straight, They are creating a doubt in empire mind. You know that it's a psychologically things that we apply in the games as well. So yeah, just like the coaches will tell you, when you're in there, you keep talking. When you keep talking, you will distract the batter. So this how few things that you can play as a psychologically to keep things coming into your favor. If Junior
On a
listening to
lighter
this,
note, I'm again throwing this question to you. Were you a wicket keeper before?
another chance. Oh,
Oh,
that's a misfield. That was a good come back up, but ball gets some extra bounce in it. Oh yes, that's the end of the over. Ninth over gone, 36 for two. Well, I think you remind me of childhood. Well, I was a keeper actually. When I was playing in a school for school, I loved to keep. I was a wicket keeper and open batter. And somewhere around when I was gone to under 14, playing pickup for the state, I naturally developed the habit of bowling. And I got so much mesmerized and so much attraction for the fast bowler. It's purely when I was going to the academy. I've seen the first class bowler was bowling there in such pace of run up. So I got very much, uh, get attention to that, and I felt like, oh, I want to be a fast bowler. So yeah, I was a wicket keeper.
that's why I can see all the dynamics of wicket keeper you're talking about.
But look at that dynamic that she has. Chen has met it. She knew it where the fielder were. She picked it well. That easy, and that's the captain of Malaysia. The very first ball giving a boundary.
With shot of the length, thank you, said Chan. And the boundary will be a happy boundary for Hong Kong China's team because they are in a drought of getting the boundaries. Finally, it's pressure release shot from Chan.
Sharing my story with you, Vijay. A lot of viewers must be listening. We are talking about tactics and technicality. If you are a junior listening this, you don't really just pick up this, you also pick up what the situation and what should be done. That's a good stop. That chance of the runner one more time. Ariana compromise on throwing.
Well, Winifred, what she normally does is she tries to cuts down the pace what Aina Hamiza and Aisa Elisa used to bowl. But now she has a different role to play for Malaysia, where she's chipping in before winding up this 10th over.
Well, I'm very
Well,
surprised to not see Aisha Lisa coming to bowl.
maybe she's kept for death overs. But coming to the point where Winifred was trying to cut down the pace and she used to bowl a lot of cutters and try to create a scenario where there are a lot of dot balls and pick up a wicket in between.
Talking about the cutter, there you go. She throw it the back of the line, slow delivery. You say it, she
This
do
is what
it. Just picking up
well driven
straight.
shot. Now these two batters studied for some time and they start to chip, and the partnership is also going beautifully. And by the 10 overs, Hong Kong women's team are 44 for 2. We're going to have a short drinks break and we'll be coming back. Viewers who are watching live video, please do continue watching us. We're going to bring some interesting insights about cricket from various point of views. Stay tuned. Cheers. Welcome back to live action from Biomass Oval in Malaysia. Hong Kong, China are 42 for 2 in 10 overs. They are chasing the total which Malaysia women's team have put up. I have co-commentator with me. We are discussing a lot of topics, and on parallel, we are seeing here 66 runs required for Hong Kong, China from overs. It's going to be an interesting match from Biomass Oval.
Right away. Open the blight of the bat. Baby Mariam has seems to be given a green light. Vijay.
Certainly, yesterday we were looking at the match where Hong Kong, China were lagging behind because of not scoring much of the runs in the middle overs. Now they are trying to rectify that mistake, which is a good sign for Hong Kong, China. They are coming back with a positive cricket. That is what they are looking forward to.
That's another striking straight to the long on fielder Marcelisa. Nodania has to slightly adjust the length of the ball. She's making it a little easy, and she has to pull the string better and harder because the required run rate is not a big margin.
That was a full toss from Noordania. It was smacking on long off region to pick up a single. So Kamran, if even the singles come into the play, express the whole over are concerned, like about 6 runs coming in per over, it would be an easy task for Hong Kong.
Definitely, no doubt about it. Let me tell you, it's not gonna only come easy singles, but there's gonna be easy double, just like this, and could be a triple. So, and also
Well,
there
I'll
is
give you
always,
one.
yes.
Well, I would give you an example from marathon running because I do marathon as well.
Oh well.
Sometimes what will happen is people think that it's just 42 kilometers and it's quite easy, but sometimes if you go kilometer by kilometer, you can analyze it and you can try to avoid mistakes. Similarly, if you look into this innings, as speaking about 6 runs per over, if they can able to get that thing, that's a good point. But again, in between, if they're losing the wickets, it will be the whole sabotage which will happen for the efforts which have been put throughout this innings.
Well, Vijay, you have made a really valid point here. Let me break it down a bit better for you. In journal, you're talking about analyzing. So let me end up this over. 11 overs gone, 49 for 2. So, yes, they have to analyze it, break it down into different partition, and then take it, as you said, by kilometer. They have to take it over by over, ball by ball. As as you mentioned, there'll be easy if they're going up to every over 5 6 runs, and of course there will be some free ball which they can convert it to the boundary. There will be some wide extras. There will be some easy ball which they will be taking too. They have to be very calculative if Hong Kong China wants to win this game, which is pretty easy as of now. If Malaysia wants to win this game, they have to be better with the ball and with the fielding.
Feel it's better for Malaysia women's team to pick up a couple of wickets, 2 overs, where they can regain a lot of momentum in this game. It's all about just necessity of the wicket. In most of the occasions, Malaysia women's team are doing the things right. They can tick the boxes in the checklist. Oh no. As I was talking about checklist, one of the checklists is all about controlling the whites, but now we have seen one massive white from skipper Winifred. Another thing is that bowling dot balls.
Well, the other day I was talking to the youngster kids as we were in training, and we were focusing on discipline in the bowling. I've been telling them, if let's say if you guys are playing 20 over game and each one of you bowling 3 overs, and each one of you bowl every 1 or 2 wides, so you are probably giving 15 runs extra, and also there will be a fumble of fielding, so you are giving extra runs, free runs, 30 to 20 plus run. That's been picked well. Chase is on, and that's a good dive made there by Aisha for surely saving 1 run, but they're able to take 3. What a run between the wickets. The so the thing is here, they have to be very much calculated. I coming bringing back, and then I was giving them example those days. Just recently, Australia was playing in India, and they were bowling 100 and few overs, and they only bowl 5 extras. So I tell them how disciplined they were, and those extra wasn't be the big margin of space. It was a little tiny error probably. So this level cricket required a lot of discipline. But if you are not in discipline, Vijay, it will be always a cost you. If you see by end of this bowling innings, you will see a lot of extra, and those extra, if you cut it off from there, it can give you a possibility to win the game.
A single coming into the play now. So Winifred has completed her fifth ball of the second over. Very good points made by you, Kamran. So I would like to split that into 2 points. First thing, you spoke about Australia against India, where they bowled just five extras. If you look into the late 90s, Curtly Ambrose and Courtney Walsh, they used to bowl 10 overs and each with zero extras. And if you look into other bowlers like Phil Simmons or Keith Atherton, so by end of the 12 overs, Hong Kong, China women's team are 57 for 2. So containing the topic about extras. Curtly Ambrose, Courtney Walsh used to not bowl any extras, but if it's coming to military medium pacer like Phil Simmons or Keith Atherton, who used to be a spinner, they used to give one or two extras. So by if you look at the whole of the batting card, it would be just two extras. That's it, nothing more than that. So that's a discipline what West Indies used to had a long time back. And another thing which I would like to pull it out is like, are you still playing cricket or are you doing commentary with the coaching? I'm getting this question, Kamran.
Well, I'm active cricketer. I'm still playing Premier League here for the States. I play a high level cricket here, a club called KL Zalmi. Well, I play for that team, for that club. I running my academy as well. So I'm a full-time cricketer and coach and commentator.
Because you made excellent point. But before that, we will come back to this game where a couple of runs have been taken. BB would be very happy, in fact, to get these 2 runs. Mas Alisa started off a bowling, a first over, and conceded 2 runs. Well, you
Seems,
spoke about those extra runs, and which was very impressive indeed. It's not just a normal person talks about unless until you're a coach. You make a split about each and everything, and you express about how important are those runs. And
exactly.
it's like free runs, which you use the term. I'm quite impressed with that.
Indeed, Danasri has hit the ball on her face or head. I'm not sure. The treatment will be given, but everything is okay. The concussion test is going on. Yes, coming back to you. I am a very calculative person. If it comes to cricket, I am active player playing cricket actively here. Um, yeah, it's very important for me, Vijay. Um, you as a player doesn't want to give something extra when you're playing a higher level cricket. You have to cut it off. You have to cut it off all these extra. You have to make, you see, batting. I always tell people, my friends, students, that batting is not in your control. What is in your control? That you trying your best to try to get to the ball and hit. What happened next? That's not in your control. Ball is in your control because you are handling that ball. So if you are not being able to put that ball in the right area, and I always tell the student this example that look, everyone can bowl, but it doesn't mean it should be a called bowler. Because I said if you catch anyone from outside, you tell roll your arm and throw the ball. So would you call it a bowler? No. What make you a special? What make you a bowler when you're able to talk with the ball? That's where you need to have control if you want to be a called good bowler. What makes different between you and a good bowler is just specifically is he has a control over the ball. He know where to put, how to put, he know how to control.
It's a massive swing of the bat from BB. Couldn't able to get connected at all. A dot ball coming into Mas Alisa's account, and Malaysia would be happy with that because they have to create a momentum here with the dot balls, probably, or even a wicket. But they require desperately a wicket for sure. Malaysia women's team.
Oh, and catch straight to the hand, easy as you like it. She wouldn't drop that one. Even Master Lisa with a short run up, not really forceful ball, straight. Make no mistake, another breakthrough for the Malaysia. A bit of relief. Baby Mariam was looking sizzling hot there with the bat, 24 of 34 deliveries, carrying her heavy heart to the pavilion.
Kamran, talking about 2 points here. The first point is that Malaysia were looking for the wicket, and Mas Alisa has created that momentum. by picking up a wicket. Now it would be easy for them to pick up one more wicket because a new batter would be coming into the crease. So it would be a challenge for that player to get adapted to the conditions and to the pressure. The second thing, we were talking, if you still remember, we were talking about 10 over split where 6 runs per over, if they can able to score and if they can able to keep on going over by over, that could be quite easy win for Hong Kong, China. But unfortunately, it seems to be looking like they lost one wicket. So if they keep losing the wicket in between, it couldn't be easy for them in the upcoming part of the game because next batter, who knows, it could be even a lower middle order batter or maybe even a tail ender who has to face like about 10 runs required from 5 deliveries. So it would be practically not possible, but theoretically it would be possible.
Great point to be made, Vijay. Yeah, yes, indeed. Actually, whenever you're losing the wicket, you lose the momentum along, not just the wicket. And losing the momentum is breaking the backbone of the that momentum. When new batter comes in, it's not easy to maintain the momentum, and where in this case, where the required run rate goes up to the mountain, and it's difficult to catch up then. So yeah, Hong Kong, China still have a chance because the required run rate is not high mountain. It's just under seven. Seven.
But basically, that's how you feel it. If it's just like a 7 or 6 or 5, but it keeps climbing like a Mount Everest as it goes on. If the wicket keeps falling or dot balls keep coming,
So well. By the look of it, I knew it. It's gonna travel. Look at that.
that was a smooth shot and it has gone to the boundary, which is much required for Hong Kong, China. That was well dispatched by Chan. Hong Kong, China are 64 for 3 in 13 overs. They required just 46 runs from 6 overs, and asking run rate is 6.57, which is highly doable one, but it all requires is patience and try to play the ball well.
So another 46 runs required, and in 7 overs, required run rate is seven. 7 runs in over from simple calculation.
Even these runs counts. Whatever comes, whether if it's from bat or pad, they should keep rotating the strike and make sure that singles are coming without any kind of interruption. At least 6 singles per over, which would be 6 runs per over. As Kamran, you rightly mentioned, 7 runs required per over, where at times boundary do come in, or maybe even singles can be converted to 2 runs.
Yes, slightly fuller. They're trying to pitch the ball slightly fuller, and it should be adjusting a little bit of the length. These girls need to bowl for days and for months to practice of the different length bowling. Then only they can master where they want to. That's where they're gonna pitch it. They have to pull the length slightly back, too full for them to hit.
Once again, a single taken there. Like as I was talking about, singles coming into regular intervals would be the best part for Hong Kong, China right now, because Yasmin is a new player. She's also right now busy, which is a good sign for Hong Kong, China.
Seems like Dania has listened to me. She was at the boundary line, and I can see her just before this ball are telling from the boundary to Aisha that try to keep it short, a little short of the length, and this is where she managed to put it. And this is what I'm trying to talk about. It keep it a little short of the length Keep it a bit tight, straighter. Well picked. And that's a boundary. So again, once again, Riley pitch in front. Easy pickup shot for Yasmin. She is there for hit, as you can see from the
Wonderful work
long
from
leverage of her bat.
Yasmin. As we were talking about boundary coming in into the merit of the ball. The ball, if the ball was meant to hit, she has to go for it without any hesitation. That's what she did it in a style. Hong Kong, China is in a positive progress right now.
Well, you can see from the look of Yasmin, the stance that she has. She's standing still. What she is doing is try to make her approach toward the ball and I hit it through the line. So that's the story of over number 14, 73 for 3.
Well, Kamran, have you noticed Aisa Elisa was bowling 14th over, but usually she used to bowl opening spell, but she came in the 14th over and she conceded 9 runs, out of which, as we were talking about, single per ball, and 5 runs came through singles, and the boundary which came by going for the merit of the ball. So Aisa Elisa would be a big scapegoat in that attack, probably. Well, here there's one more boundary coming up for Yasmin. She would be very, very glad to accept that. And Hong Kong, China would also be very, very happy indeed, because these are the boundaries which help them to get closer to the target. Now it's just 33 runs required for Hong Kong, China in 5.5 overs. Required run rate has come down to 5.66. Come run.
Yes, Vijay, there's a change in commentary here. I mean, joined.
Welcome back, Amin. And look at the scenario right now. It's a wide ball from Mas Alisa. So the scenario seems to be looking like very much possible for Malaysia to win this match. But in the previous over of Aisa Elisa, where it was 9 runs coming up and the tactics working in favor of Hong Kong, China. I mean,
Hong Kong badly need a win here. So if they play every single ball with positive intent and try to pick all singles and odd boundaries here and there, I think they do have a chance of winning this game. But Malaysia will not give an easy chance to them. They'll give their best. All the experienced candidates are waiting for seal this game actually.
absolutely. I mean, Mas Alisa is also to bowl her third ball of the second over. They just required a wicket, nothing else. Wicket, wicket, and wicket.
Fantastic bowling by Marcelisa here. Wide Yorker that's always come for the rescue and dot ball is a gold dust here.
Well, Mas Alisa would be looking forward to make sure that this kind of partnership what Hong Kong China has built should be broken. But slow
This is
delivery.
a wonderful hit over the extra covers by Chan, and this demoralizes the Malaysian fielders and bowlers. Look at that! It's a brutal knock. No fielder can stop that. The long off and extra covers.
Exactly. I mean, horizontal bat shot. Generally, we don't see much of it, and it was really well completed shot from her. And definitely, you can see the result. That's how it would be a boundary.
Asking for out, a close call, a cross batted shot. She's quite tempted to do that. Good comeback from Marcelisa here.
Mas Alisa would be looking to somehow or the other pick up the wicket. They required a wicket now. Already they have considered a boundary. Hong Kong China is getting closer to the victory margin. 27 runs required from 5.1 overs.
One more good shot going towards Mid wicket, there is a little fumble that allows the batters to take couple.
Well, you can't go for a fumble at this point of time, especially on the outfield. What if the ball misses out and goes to the boundary? This could be a very dangerous situation for Malaysia women's side. After 15 overs, Hong Kong is 85 for 3. Just 25 runs required from 5 overs, which means that 5 runs required per over, which can accomplish for Hong Kong women's team. Yasmin
Malaysia, Malaysia badly need a couple of wickets here to stay in this competition.
Yasmin set up the tone earlier, then Chan took it up to the next level. So these two batters are playing some sensible cricket. They are not going for risky shots at the moment. They are only trying to play the shots which are merit of the ball.
Very good bowling by Mahira Izzati here, and she has a solid 2 overs left in the last 5 overs. That's going to be very, very important for Malaysia women's.
Definitely. I mean, Mahira Izati can only be a reliable player at the moment for wicket. So captain has to go to her for a wicket. If she can able to get a wicket for Malaysia women's team, it would be a different pace of the game.
The ball goes up. Can someone catches it? Oh my goodness! It was catchable, almost catchable, but simply missed it. Not enough time for the captain to catch the ball. It's a good one from Mahira Izzati.
Well, what we can say right now, these catches only have to be taken. Nothing else can be done. They have to dive around and catch. There's no option left out for Malaysia women's side.
Very good bowling by Mahira here. She is pulling the strings back for Malaysia.
Hong Kong China women's team are doing a phenomenal job here at the moment in the center. Yasmin and Chan are building up a very important partnership.
Singles keep coming between the dot balls, and 3 runs came in this over. First 4 balls. It's a wonderful bowling by Mahira, not giving anything extra. 4 runs, 6 runs, nothing is happening. No extras also. So it's very good over.
Well, I mean, Aina Najwa was there. She could have gone for a direct hit. I just wondered why the throw has gone very slow in the previous delivery.
Coming down the wicket, looking for a solid single. Yes, it is. And yeah, there was a good point you mentioned, Vijay. That would have been a run out if she was a little bit aggressive, come towards the ball and underarm throw would have been a better chance of running out.
This is how you have
Fantastic.
to create opportunity.
Very good over from Mahira Izzati, the most dependable bowler from Malaysia women's cricket. And here we go. We are at the rear end of the game and 4 overs, 20 runs needed, straightforward. And who is going to bowl now?
Well, it's a very challenging ask at the moment. I think Aisha Lisa was very expensive in the previous over. It seems to be looking like she might be continuing. Now it's going to be Nurdania. Well, talking about the partnership between these two, Yasmin and Chan, this has become a very, very concerning part for Malaysia women's side. These opportunities, especially runouts or going for a catches, probably extra effort to just dive around and go for a forward catches. This is what will make Malaysia women's team to seal a victory. But unfortunately, it seems to be looking like otherwise, where players are a bit taking things lighter. If they can put some kind of efforts, I'm sure that they would win the second match and make sure that it's 2-0 of this bilateral series. between Hong Kong, China, and Malaysia T20I.
The match is towards Hong Kong, China now. They're playing really beautiful cricket. They're not struggling to score runs here, and a wonderful piece of fielding at the covers to stop the ball for only one run. Excellent.
Well, I mean, whatever it is, whether it's a dot ball or good commitment of the field, it's getting too late for Malaysian women's side. Now they desperately required a couple of wickets, not just a wicket, a couple of wickets, because it's just 18 runs required in 3.5 overs. Because in 16.1 overs, Hong Kong China has scored 92 for 3.
Nicely played, and an
Well,
easy run out missed. Run out chance has been missed.
I mean, I don't know what to say. This could have been a big opportunity for them because as this match is slipping away from the hands of Malaysia women's team, this could have been a big turning point, a direct hit, or maybe at least like a quick throw would have changed the scenario. Good runs from Hong Kong China team. So they are utilizing this Noor Dania's over very well because they already got a couple of runs in the first ball and a single run in the second ball. Now they got a couple of runs in the third ball. So they got 5 runs so far. So 15 runs required from 3.3 overs. Yasmin is doing a brilliant job alongside Chan for Hong Kong China. Once again, a single picked up towards the square region. So runs are coming easily for Hong Kong China. Malaysia women's team, they have to look into avenue to pick up a wicket here. Only wicket can save them, nothing else. They can't expect a wicket in the form of bowled or catch. It can be even a run out. That's a beautiful boundary from Chan. Chan is making sure this match is coming into the favor of Hong Kong China, which is already there and on the cards. Wonderful pull shot from her, with shot of the length, and she said thank you and dispatched the boundary. Noor Dihania cannot afford to bowl such a short length at this point of time, especially in the death over, and also when the equation is too close for Hong Kong China to win this match. Just 11 runs required from 3.1 overs.
And what a shot this one from the champion batter, Chan. And this is going to be like a curtain for Malaysia because they almost reached the target. Now it's under 10 runs needed. This 4 is definitely hurting Malaysia.
Well, what to say? I mean, there was a dive on the field, but the ball couldn't be able to get stopped. And there was also late glide from the field on the outfield, and it was half committed field. I wouldn't say that it's 100% commitment. It was half commitment, and there was no effort to stop that ball at all. So a boundary came there, but definitely we can't write off the efforts what Hong Kong China women's team are putting across. Amazing performance so far from both Chan and Yasmin. They have changed the game completely from Malaysia women's team. Definitely these two women gets all the credit for the match victory.
Just 6
Well,
runs needed.
it was an easy single for Chan to rotate strike to Yasmin. 6 runs required. That's right. Well, one more single come into the play. So just 5 runs required for Malaysia. Sorry, 5 runs required for Malaysia women's side. I beg your pardon, Hong Kong China side. There's a bit of mix up there. Still, there's no good commitment from the fielding side. The direct throws are completely missed in this game. And look at the throw, how far it went away from the bowler. You can't throw those kind of throws, especially if you want to pick up a wicket. Yes, this game has gone away from the hand of Malaysia women's side, but still the commitment should be shown until the end of the game. That was a good shot from Yasmin and a single taken there. I don't think it would be any problem for Hong Kong China to complete this match without any kind of pressure. They would take it slowly and steadily. It would be easy for them to win this match. It was a full toss ball from Mahir Aizati. Well played by Chan to pick up a single. It could have been dispatched to the boundary, but she managed to pick up a single, which is a still good thing for Hong Kong China. Yasmin will be on strike. Will it be an opportunity for her to complete this game? Would she be the woman who would be the hero of this game to seal the winning run? Nah, not yet. Not yet. That was just a dot ball. So by end of the 18 overs, Hong Kong China are 107 for 3. There are just 2 more overs left and just 3 runs required. An easy equation for Hong Kong China. Wonderful batting so far for Yasmin from Yasmin and Chan. They have put up all the capabilities online. They made sure that this match is for Hong Kong China's victory. Definitely, they get all the credit. They played excellent cricket throughout the innings. Shot selection was right. Running between was really good. And strategically, they were excellent. Aina Hamiza would be coming up to bowl the 19th over of the match. Apparently, it's a final over. Chan's going for a flick shot and got a single run here. The scores are level. Hong Kong China would be very, very happy indeed that they still have 1.5 overs and they require just 3 runs. Yasmin is getting an opportunity to complete this match in a style. Can she ever do it? There was a swing of the bat, but completely missed the line of the ball. A dot ball for Aina Hamiza. Just 2 runs required from 1.4 overs. No need to do anything silly for Yasmin and Chan. Just play as per the credit of the ball. That's it. They can get this winning run easily. That's it. It's all over. Players are trying to check out the scores with umpires. Well, still a run to go. I'm sure that this would be a great opportunity for Chan. If she can able to get a six, it would be a half century for her and also winning knock. Can she able to do that? Can she able to do that? No, but a single is there for sure. Not even a single, it's a boundary. Wow, what an innings from this players. Incredible performance from Hong Kong China. Hong Kong China women team won by 7 wickets in 18.4 overs. They scored 110 runs. What an innings from them. They have 8 balls spared, where they won in a fantastic way. Winning by 7 wickets is a grand way to win, especially the home team Malaysia, where they were absolutely strong and dominating at one point of time. But By end of the day, Hong Kong China to seal this victory. Match summary pops up. Malaysia women's team won the toss and elected to bat first, and they scored 109 runs by losing 7 wickets in 20 overs. Aina Hamiza started off well by scoring 26 runs from 27 balls. Mas Alisa, vice captain, scored 24 runs from 27 balls. Mahira Izati, she was also brilliant in terms of batting, 17 runs from 25 balls. Winky, she picked up a couple of wickets in 4 overs, just conceded 14 runs. Economy was far excellent. Mai Wai picked up a couple of wickets by conceding 21 runs. She was also good. Hoi Lam picked up a wicket by conceding just 2 runs in a 1 over. Hong Kong China went for a chase and they lost 7 wickets. They lost 3 wickets and they scored 111 runs. And Chan, who stood tall throughout this innings, who was also unbeaten, scored 44 runs from 33 balls. Then comes BB, who contributed well, scored 24 runs from 34 balls. Yasmin, she also was really a great hero for Hong Kong China. She scored 23 runs from 20 balls. Talking about Malaysian bowling attack, Dhanushri picked up a wicket by conceding 10 runs, Marcelisa a wicket, and Noor Dania a wicket too, respectively. Hong Kong China women's team won by 7 wickets as far as the second match of this bilateral series between Malaysia women's team and Hong Kong China women's team. We have 2 more matches left out. It would be an interesting series to see who will be winning this series because so far it's 1-all from Biomass over in Malaysia. So the match has ended up all squared, 2 teams, one and each. Let's bump into the presentation party, for which I would request you all to stay tuned for a while. We'll be shortly back. Thank you.
Hi, warm welcome and good evening, everyone. We are live from BAYUEMAS Oval. This is for a post-match presentation. What a wonderful game we had. This is a four-match series between Hong Kong, China women's team taking on Malaysia women's cricket team. Winning the toss without hesitation, batting first. Malaysia women scored 109 for 7. And what a lovely chase. This is a must-win game for Hong Kong, China. They chased it lovely, winning this game by 7 wickets at 18.4 overs. Let's give a big round of applause to Hong Kong, China, first of all, for winning this game. Let me take this opportunity to invite Winifred, the captain of Malaysia women's cricket team, to have few words with us about this game. Hi, Winifred. A tough game, 109, very little target, but you managed to pull this till the end. What's your opinion about this game?
I think we were short of about 15 to 20 runs on the board today on this pitch, but we could actually manage to defend this score, but our bowlers did not do what we wanted them to do.
Any messages to your bowlers for the next game?
We'll come back strong for the next game, so they'll come back prepared because tomorrow we have a rest day and we'll come back stronger.
Wishing you very best.
Thank you.
Let's have a few words with the winning captain, all smiles, Natasha Miles, to have few words with us about this game. You're happy winning this game. What's your feel and what went inside it?
I'm, of course, incredibly happy to win the game. Our girls played really well. I'm really proud of them. Everyone, took on board what we didn't do great yesterday, and they just made a change in that today, and that made a huge difference for us.
And fantastic batting from Chan. And what's your words on our batting today?
She's outstanding. Made a little mistake, probably my fault yesterday, but she's batting where she's comfortable, and it showed today that she was out there and able to play with freedom and play her shots. And she played this match-winning knock for us, and the game might not have been the same, but her and Yaz made a great partnership, and they got us into this position.
Wishing you the momentum continues for the next two games.
Oh, me too. Thank you.
Thank you, Miles. And let's have a few words with before moving forward. May I invite our chief guest, Mr. Suresh Singh, to present the award to the player of the match today. And it is unanimous. It's one and only Chan Ka Ing, who scored 44 runs in 33 balls. Excellent innings to chasing that. Fantastic. What an innings. Lovely strokes. Stylish left-hander. Love to watch all day. Thank you, sir, for presenting the award. Let's have a few words with Chan. Hey, Chan, that was an amazing innings. Low scoring. What was in your mind chasing the target?
I think that's just like ball by ball, and then also like build the partnership and everything. And for us, that we just want to like adopt see how the turf look like, and then go to play our own game.
And your bowling was very good. And did you change any plans today from the previous game?
Yeah, like today I'm more like to focus on more like top ball, so I pitch like a bit outside off, and then the field side you can see a bit different than before. But like that's the plan and that's what the team needs. So like as a bowler, we're just going to keep changing.
And wishing you very success for the next two games. All the very best.
Yeah, thank you.
And here at the middle, post-match presentation is done. What a lovely game, winning by Hong Kong, China. Wish them a very good luck and join you from the next game tomorrow. Thank you so much.